Des yeux qui font baisser les miens, un rire qui se perce sa bouche. Voilà le portrait sans retouche de l'homme à quel j'appartiens. Quand il me prend dans ses bras, qu'il me parle tout bas, je vois la vie en rose. Il me dit des mots d'amour, des mots de tous les jours, et ça me fait quelque chose. Il est entré dans mon cœur une part de bonheur dont je connais la cause. C'est lui pour moi, pour lui dans la vie. Il me l'a dit, a juré pour la vie. Et dès que je l'aperçois, alors je sens en moi mon cœur qui bat. Des nuits d'amour plus finir, un grand bonheur qui prend sa place, des ennuis, des chagrins s'effacent, heureux, heureux à en mourir. Quand il me prend dans ses bras, qu'il me parle tout bas, je vois la vie en rose. Il me dit des mots d'amour, des mots de tous les jours, et ça me fait quelque chose. Il est entré dans mon cœur une part de bonheur dont je connais la cause. C'est toi pour moi, pour toi dans la vie. Il me l'a dit, a juré pour la vie. Et dès que je l'aperçois, alors je sens dans moi mon cœur qui bat. La 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 la, la 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 la, la la la. Ah! Goodness, welcome everybody. There is a lot of you here, way more than I was expecting today. Oh boy, okay. A lot of people are rating right now. Okay, so for everyone rating, just so you're aware, I believe I have put this in the chat, but okay. All the notifications, everything, subs, follows, donations, raids, all that will be read out at the end. Oh boy, okay. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Welcome everybody to Eggy debut. Don't be nervous. Thanks. Patchies all around, patchies all around, patchies all around, patchies all around. Hi, I am. What do the 8s mean? The 8s, it's kind of a Japanese thing. 8 in Japanese can be read as hachi, but it can also be read as patchy. So if somebody writes 8, like all in a row, it can be read out as patch, 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 which is like a sound effect for clapping. Patch, 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 patch. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my debut. Welcome to my VTuber debut. Yes, welcome, omedetou. Oh boy, I wasn't sure what to expect today, but this is a lot, and this is amazing. So, I suppose for anybody who's not familiar with me, I think I should introduce myself, and like all good VTubers, I'm going to go straight into the slideshow. So, without further ado, let me just set that up. Here we go. And we are now going to jump to the slideshow. There we go. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. My name is Marie Deleuve. I am an Eggy girl. I am very Eggy. Don't be nervous. You're acting like Kiryu Coco. I don't act like Kiryu Coco. I'm nothing like Coco. She is objectively better in every way. No, I can't talk myself down during my debut. Here we go. So my name is Marie Deleuve. Welcome, everybody. I am Marie Deleuve. And I'm going to turn down the sound of my headphones just for a moment. Here we go. My name is Marie Deleuve. Congrats on debut. I'll have to dip out a bit soon, but Eggy love, thank you. Thank you for all the support so far. I am going to tell you my name. It's Marie Deleuve. Here we go. So, beginning off the slideshow, to tell everybody what I'm all about, this is about me. So first thing I wanted to show you here was my baby pictures. So if you can see my little baby pictures, the first one up there is when I was just born, and I was just like a tiny little egg. There I am in my blanket. You know, I was somehow born with a hat on, but you know, I'm not going to think about that too hard. And then the second picture there, that was when I was like really little. And you can see I was shorter. I was even shorter than those tomato plants there. And then on the day that I left to go to school, you can see I'm all grown up. I'm taller. I'm taller than the tomato plants. See, you can see how much I've grown. So I really wanted to show everybody my baby pictures because I think I was a very cute baby, in my opinion. So, the vital information, the important information. My name is Marie Deleuve. So, for those who speak French, you will know that œuf is the French word for egg. And that is because I am very eggy. So, because of that, you may call me Eggy. Or you can call me Marie. You can call me Marie. I mean, you can call me whatever you want, as long as it's polite. I think that would be good. Oh no, I just realized my music's not going. I thought I was going to have a completely unscuffed debut. It's the egg. It's the egg. Very cute. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Here we go. Add that little music back. Here we go. So, as for my height, I am 5 feet and 2 inches, which is not actually that short, okay? Sometimes I need help to reach the top shelves of things at the grocery store, and sometimes I have to climb on the counter to be able to reach the cupboards in my own house. But that is not actually that short. If I go to another country where the average height is shorter, that is going to be very normal and regular, okay? Very normal and regular. I am Mario Egg. Mario Egg. Mario Egg. Mario Egg. So, my birthday is May 20th, which is in the spring, which is great because the weather at that time of year is almost always nicer. So, it means it's more likely that I'm going to have nice weather on my birthday. So, I am very happy I was born then. It's also, I mean, it's not that close to Easter, but like, you know, it's close enough to Easter that maybe there's still going to be some egg things on sale. So, you know, it's a good time of year to be an egg, you know? Thank you to Ezra in the chat who's converting my height into metric. I never know. Every time someone asks me my height, I always say in feet and inches, despite the fact that I live somewhere that measures in metric. It's strange. So, as for my age, I think it's very rude that you want to know that. My age is exactly how old as you think I am, and then add a year. That's how old I am. How old I am is I'm old enough to have had a VCR as a kid, but not old enough to actually know how to use it. That's my age. That's my age. I have I know I've said this before, I think you have the ideal birthday. It's true, it's true. You know what? The other great thing about my birthday is that it's almost perfectly halfway through the year, you know? Like, my birthday falls in the spring, which means I get gifts then. It's almost exactly 6 months away from Christmas, which means that I have an ideal gift cycle going. It's perfect. It's the perfect distance apart. As for the languages I speak... Eggy's 87. No! I'm not old. I'm still a little bit baby. Old enough to rent a car. Depends where you live. I don't even know how to drive, so frankly, I don't think my age matters there. 62? 41? 22? Eggy's a baby. Hag egg. You're never gonna get it right. Nobody will ever get it right. I'm going to die of old age before somebody guesses my actual age. So, the languages I speak, my first language is English, but I can also speak French, which I learned at school, and I can also speak a little bit of Japanese. Alors, pour mon français, je l'ai appris à l'école. Alors, le problème avec ça, c'est que quand tu apprends un langage à l'école, vous parlez très académiquement. Comme vous parlez avec des mots qui sont tout propres et la grammaire est bonne et tout ça, mais je ne sais rien de l'argot, je ne sais rien de gros mots, je suis très say-so en français. So what I was saying was that when you learn a language at school, you only learn the nice stuff, you know? Like, you end up speaking very academically with, nice grammar and perfect spelling and everything. But I don't know any French slang. I don't know many French swear words. Actually, hold on. I know one French swear word. I'm not going to say it, but I know it. Exactly one. 2, maybe. Well, I don't know if that second one counts. Maybe 1.5. I know 1.5 French swear words. Trop cool, my queen. Anglophone. Oui, je suis anglophone. Ah, yes, la baguette, indeed. Oui. Où est la bibliothèque? Merde. Oh, no, I can't say that on stream. Hold on. You guys have instantly toned down. Like, you have instantly nailed the only 2 French swear words I know. Merde et tabarnak. Okay? Don't ask me to ever say them again. Those are the only 2 French swear words I know. And you guys knew them both. Can't believe. You guys know more French swear words than me. What? I am too say-so. I am just too say-so in French. As for Japanese, my Japanese is not very advanced. I started learning it because once upon a time I did want to become a Japanese to English translator. But because of that, all my practice was in reading and writing, so my spoken Japanese is kind of not good. 昔々日本語と英語の翻訳者になりたかった。でも、日本にいて日本語を勉強したかった。でも、コロナウイルスのため、この旅行は中止になった。So originally at one point I wanted to study in Japan, but obviously due to the general state of the world, that has not happened, and I don't know if it will ever happen at this point, but I will continue trying to learn Japanese. Then, okay. I would say more swears, but I gotta protect the pure Eggy. Je dois rester say-so. You got the object markers in grammar. Yeah, I took classes in Japanese. As for my exact level, I've never taken the JLPT, but from the practice tests that I've done, I would fall somewhere between the, N4 and N3. Like, when I've taken practice tests, N4 was too easy, but then N3 was too difficult. So I'm somewhere in between. It's like I'm gonna die from that Japanese. I tried. I ganbatte. Mada desu. Heta desu. Mada desu. As for my occupation, I am a student. What am I studying? That's none of your business. Where am I studying? That's none of your business. All you need to know is that occasionally I might need to take a break to focus on school, because I am not as good of a student as I like to think I am. So, yes, that is just something that you will need to keep in mind, and there's nothing you can do about it. I will tend to be more active, obviously, in the non-school times, so around holidays or in the summer, but I will continue to stream during the year as much as I can. Student Egg, yeah. I'm learning, I think. Probably. I'm not sure anymore, but the attempt is there. I love none of your business. Favorite class, yes. I'm majoring in Nanya. I go to Egg College. I go to Colleg. I'm a Colleg student. Studies eggs and knitting. Yes, I'm doing my bachelor's in Nanya. It's a very intensive program. Next, I need to introduce you to mes mamans, my VTuber mamas. So, I know at least one of them is in the chat. I don't know about the other two, but I actually have 3 VTuber mamas. J'ai 3 mamans. Because I had somebody who did the first design, I had somebody who did the actual art for the model, and then I had somebody who did the rigging. So that comes up to 3 different mamans. So my first maman is T-Rose, who is actually here in the chat right now. She is Honeydew Girl on Twitter. She is an artist. You have actually seen her work before. If you have ever watched me before, or if you've ever watched me in the past, like, half hour. She is the one who did the art for my old overlays that I had as a baby. She's the one who did the art for the waiting screen that you saw that was playing just before the stream. And if you watched my cover of Into the Unknown from Over the Garden Wall, she's the one who did the art for it as well. As well as my weekly schedules as well. 3 whole chickens made this egg. Yes, congratulations. You are all chickens. So yes, T-Rose is my original design mama. So this is my original design here. As you can see, I think this is actually one of the only places where you can see what the back of my head looks like. So yes, if you've ever wondered what the back of my hat is, that's it. That's it. I think that's the only interesting thing that's on my back. Everything else interesting is on my front. Did she also do the schedule art? She in fact did do the schedule art. Yes, the weekly schedule I post, she's the one who did the art for that as well. Yeah. And she is a bean, so you can address her as such. I've always called her a bean because she is a bean. She is a good friend, but she is a bean. So next mama is Colette. She is Colette Commis, I guess short for commission, on Twitter. She is an artist from Korea, and she does mostly commissions, but she does a lot of art for Project Moon. She does a lot of fan art for Project Moon. I'm her first VTuber child, which is a lot of pressure, because now I'm the oldest. I'm going to become a big sister someday, and then I'm going to be like... I'm going to be... old. And that's a lot of pressure for this too, because I'm the oldest, so I can't be an embarrassment to the family. I'm the first child. I'm an only child for now. So, she is also, I believe, currently working on possibly her own VTuber model, but don't tell anybody I said that, I think. I actually found her on Twitter originally, back in the summer when I was looking for an artist to make my model, because a lot of the art styles that I wanted, because I wanted something that was very like simple, thick lines kind of thing, but it seemed like the crossover between artists who draw in that style and artists who know how to do live 2D was like, that Venn diagram was 2 completely separate circles. So I'm happy I ended up finding her. Like, I remember I saw one of... she had done a piece of Pretty Cure fan art, I think, that I saw in this style. And I remember seeing that. And then I looked at her commission page, and I found out she does live 2D models, and I'm like, yes! 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 What VTuber model? Yes, my absolute egg girl body. My completely human body. But yes, I'm very happy with how I end up looking. So my third mama is my rigging memo, my live 2D rigging. She is Boogie Woogie. On Twitter, she is a Boogie Woogie. She is a live 2D rigger who has done like a bajillion models. Like, the Boogie Woogie family is massive. If you scroll through her Twitter, it's just like an endless parade of VTubers. She does so much rigging. And I'm really happy with what she did for me. So, I also have a few more people that I want to thank. First is Snailians, who is the artist who built my lovely room that you saw at the beginning here. Next is Egg Witch, who is a fellow egg, and she is the one who made the overlay that you are looking at right now, as well as my logo, which you may have seen on Twitter, and that I have forgotten to put on the Twitch page. Whoops. Snailians also has done a few more assets for me, so that lovely little flower pot that all of my eggplants are in right now. You are inside an eggplant box. Oh god, I forgot the word for flower pot. You're inside a flower pot made by Snailians. And as well as that watering can emote, that was also Snailians. The rest of my emotes, on the topic of emotes, the rest of them are made by Tamaneko, who is Happy QB on Twitter. So many eggs. The lore is expansive. I know, there are so many eggs. Someday I want to put together a collab of just as many egg VTubers, because there are more of us. I want to get as many of us as we can. So I think, with that, there is no better time than now to actually show off my model, because there are things that I like about it a lot. So I think I'm going to head back to my room so I can show you in full detail. Yeah. The lace on the edges looks like many surprised ghosts. Why did you have to say that? I'm never going to unsee that now. I'm just never going to have to unsee it. I'm going to stare at that little egg bow at the top, and I'm never going to unsee it. I'm going back to my room. So, this is my model. So, I wanted to show you a few details. I want to show you my favorite details of the model, because there's a lot of cute ones. So first, I want you to see my outfit. I'm going to zoom in a little. I'm going to get nice and close to you. So here I have my nice long skirt. I wanted a longer skirt just because I like how long skirts look. They look more elegant. And they make me look a little older. I know as a baby I had a shorter skirt. So yeah, you can see my longer skirt. And you don't get to see my feet. You do not get to see my feet. I will not show them to you. So yes, this is my uniform. This is my nice and good school uniform. I know as a baby I had a little tie with an egg on it, but I kind of got tired of that as I got older. So now I have a bow with an egg on it. And I still have the sailor collar because I will always love sailor collars. I will never get tired of them. And then I now have nice and good short sleeves, which will be good for the summer. Maybe not as good for the winter, but you know, I'll cross that bridge when I get there. I have nicer hair than I did as a kid, but I don't know. Does anybody have nice hair as a kid? That never happens. Does this count as a cord? I mean, I guess. I mean, cord, okay, here's the thing. The word cord, as in, it's short, it comes from Japanese, but it's short for coordinate. So any outfit that you made on purpose can be a coordinate, right? So yes, that is my nice and good uniform. I also need to show you my hat, which you can't see much from the front, but I had a hat when I was a baby, and now I will continue to have a hat. And it's going to be an even nicer hat, because my hat now has a ribbon on it, which it didn't before. Elegant, elegant, elegant. And before it still stubs like the old model. No, you don't get to know. What my feet look like will remain a mystery. You'll never get to know. You saw my feet as a baby, but you will never get to see my feet as an adult. It's simply not allowed. I do, however, have hands. Look, I have hands. That I did not have as a baby. My little hand stubs have grown into full hands. I grew 5 fingers on each hand. See, I'm a full egg girl now. I'm human. This feels like a code. This dress looks northeast. The dress looks northeast with coordinates. Okay, so I do need to show you one more thing, which is my favorite part of the model. I'm gonna get nice and close to show you. Look at my eyes. Look at them. They are the best part of the model. Because look, like the eyeballs themselves are shaped like eggs, right? And inside the eyes are eggs. But when I blink, they roll around like eggs. It's perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect. Like, okay, here's the best part of this is I didn't ask for this. Like, the egg eyes, they were not in T. Rose's original design. And the movement of them, I didn't ask Boogie for that. Like, Colette and Boogie, like, they just knew what I wanted. They looked at the design and they just, like, they didn't even know. They read my mind. They read my mind. Or unless my mind is maybe just very easy to read. I do be egg. I do be egg. But yes, this is my model and I'm incredibly happy with it. Now, there's a few more tricks I have up my sleeve here. So the first thing I need to mention is that I'm not actually very good at seeing. I'm good at seeing things close up. I'm terrible at seeing things far away. So in cases like that, I got these. Now I can see. I can see real good. Now I can read the chat. Because the chat's so far away, you eggplants are so deep into that flower pot. The eyes are the reflection of the soul, and the soul is egg. Poetry snaps. That's awesome. It is. Egg eyes with yolks, yeah. Up my very short sleeves, yes. So yes, that's what these glasses are for. Now, for the next thing I need to show you, I'm going to need you all to insult me. I'm going to need you to all be just terrible. Just be terrible and mean. Say something incredibly rude. This channel's called Nice Eggy, but I'm going to need you to be mean eggplants for a little moment here. Okay? Okay, I won't do it until you insult me. Don't be cowards. Nihongo, namae doyatte imasu ka? I didn't think of that. I didn't think that far how to say it in Japanese. Mari da rufu. I'm gonna try to write it out in katakana later. Don't worry about it. 3-day-old egg. You're hard-boiled. Egghead. Rotten egg. Stinky egg. Half-cooked egg. Short egg. Smelly egg. British. Haha, Harry Potter glasses having nerd. Huh. You know what? How dare you say those things to me? How dare you? You know what? I'm so mad I'm going to take off my glasses. How dare you say things like this to me? How dare? On the day of my own debut. Utena sucks. How dare you? First you come into my chat and now you insult me and my taste in anime. Your flower pot is just a pot. How dare you insult the nice and good flower pot? Bad Eggy. This is bullying. I'm being bullied by my chat. Now, I'm so mad that in order to show you the next thing, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it until you say really nice things about me, okay? How dare. You know, I can be angry with this face. I can be determined too. Like, look. This is the face of disapproval. See? Now you got to say nice things. I can't show you the next thing until you say nice things about me. This is specifically requested bullying. She's angry. She's angry. You're not British. Thank you. Cute heck. Nice yellow color. I really like your outfit. Thanks. I mean, thanks. Do you really mean that? Do you really mean that? Do you guys all really mean that? This is a good excellent egg? I mean, I'm a fully cooked egg. I legally cannot be mean to Eggy. You know what? You're a coward. Back to compliments. I mean, your hair looks very nice. My hair looks nice. I'm a very good egg. Omae wa sugoi. Ah, sugoi ne. Sugoi ne. Hua egg. Yeah. Ooh, indeed. Nice and good. I'm very nice and good. Yes, so this is my, I can blush. I can blush. If you say nice things to me, I can blush. And you know what? I mean, it's not like I can do multiple things at once too. I mean, it's not like I wanted you to say nice things about me or anything, baka. So yes, that is all the features of my model. Thank you for playing along this role-playing exercise. With that, I think we will go back to the slideshow so I can tell you about all the things that I like and don't like. Because what is the point of a VTuber debut if not to just, like, talk about things you like for, like, 45 minutes? So, emotionally unstable egg. How dare you? Yes, so, what do we have here? We have likes and dislikes, which is the next obligatory part of every single VTuber debut. Eggy does not tolerate cowards. That's right. You know, when I go into people's chats, if they have like a bullying or insult redeem, I try to get it. And if they hesitate, then I know they're a coward. I keep track of who is and isn't a coward. I keep track of who hesitated or of who refused to do it. I'm compiling a database here. So, here are some things I think are nice and good, generally. I like anime. I think we all do here. I don't know if there's a single person here who doesn't like anime. The next thing I like is Lolita fashion. I've actually been wearing it for... Well, I started in 2017. Yeah, about 4 years. I've been wearing Lolita fashion for about 4 years. I've been trying to figure out how to work this into VTubing, but it's a little difficult to do because... You know, it's hard to do this in VTubing, okay? I can't show you my clothes, but at the same time, in real life, or in, you know, in meat space, I don't need to rig a new dress every time I want to change clothes, right? So, I've been trying to figure out how to work into VTubing. I'll get to it eventually. But yes, I'm experienced. As for the substyle I wear, I don't wear gothic. And I don't wear like super hyper pastel sweet. I'm more of like a classic Lolita or like kind of what they call swastic, like kind of sweet and classic. My favorite brand is Metamorphose, and I guess I've also been really into old school lately. I want to get more Baby the Star Shine Bright stuff. I really want that. Next, I like Sanrio mascots and Rilakuma, who, for the purposes of this VTuber debut, we're going to pretend is Sanrio, even though he's not. Yes, so, I like Gudetama. Gudetama's my favorite, which is a surprise to absolutely nobody here. But I also have a soft spot for My Melody. I don't know, I just like them, they're cute. When I see things at the store with Hello Kitty on them, I buy them. You know, as one does. Same with Rilakuma. I like the bear. I always like things with the bear on it. Classic Chads rise up. I know, yes. It's like the one substyle everyone forgets, you know? Innocent world Chads rise up. Yeah, more of a gothic Lolita. Yeah, again, goth is like one of those things that like I've never tried, but also I just don't think it would work on me. I think I'm just too soft. I'm very soft. Which is why I just somehow end up at classic. Rilakuma, isn't that the guy from Danganronpa? There can be more than one Kuma, okay? Rilakuma is relaxed bear. Monokuma is mean and bad evil bear. Next thing I like is knitting. I've actually done knitting streams before, so if you're new, this is new information to you. I do knitting streams sometime. So lately I've been working on a sweater, but I really want to get into making plushies. I know I did make a plushie once, but I don't think it counts because it was a worm. Like, I made it for my sister, my Eggy sister, and it was a worm, and it doesn't count because it's literally just a worm. Like, there's no pieces, you're not assembling anything, you're literally just making a flat tube and then stuffing it. That doesn't count. So, likes finding out new and creative new ways to localize tsundere. Yes. So, next thing I like is singing. As you heard at the beginning, I do sing. Now, the thing with my singing is that the way I learned to sing was through kind of a, choir, classical type style. So because of that, because I learned to sing this way, I don't know how to sing any other way. So because of that, a lot of my singing tends to sound out of place. So usually I try to sing a lot of musical theater, and I like singing songs that aren't supposed to be in opera style, because that's the only way I can get my voice to work for songs that I like. But I don't know, someday I'll try learning different technique. I want to learn to belt. I can't belt. I've been trying to learn to belt for like a long time. I can't do it. I've asked voice teachers to teach me, and they're like, why do you want to learn to belt? You're already a soprano. And I'm like, I want to sing something written after 1952, okay? Please. I want to be a cool kid. Okay, next thing I like is tea. I'm not going to spend too much time on this, but I like tea. Tea is good. And I like cats. I don't have a cat, unfortunately. The circumstances for having a cat are not the ones I'm living under. So I would like to someday have a cat. Cats are nice and good. I see pictures of cats and I stroke the screen a little to pretend I'm petting them, because I have not pet a cat since 2019. I have friends who have cats, but I feel weird just inviting myself over, being like, hello, I would like to pet your cat, please. Someday, though. Someday I'd like to get a cat. I think it would be nice and good. Who's your favorite cat? This is, next question. We're moving on to things that I think are mean and bad, okay? So these are dislikes. Belting's so fun. Yeah, wish I could do it. Marie, Eggy, mon ami, happy debut. Thank you, Hayabusa. Have you considered a rat? I'm not in a position to actually have any animals with me currently. I mean, I wish I could. I don't know. I never grew up in a house with pets in it, so it probably would take some getting used to, but, I'd like to someday. I think my family, we're the only people on either side of my family who have never had pets. Like, all my aunts and uncles and cousins, they all have pets, but we have never had a pet. So I would like to have a cat. So, things I think are mean and bad. You know what? I'm gonna be angry about this. So here's things I think are mean and bad. So, first thing I think is mean and bad is coffee, unless it's with a ton of cream and sugar. Okay, here's the thing. I can drink tea black. It's not good, but I can palate it. But black coffee, bleh. And usually by the time, tea, usually I'll put a little bit of milk and sugar, depending on what kind of tea it is. But coffee, I usually have to put so much milk and sugar that it doesn't even count as coffee anymore. The only coffee I like is stuff that's only technically coffee. Stuff cappuccinos, those Starbucks drinks. I can only take it with extremely watered down. Yeah. No. Coffee, mean and bad. Next. Hold on. I do not like dogs. I know I mentioned I like cats. I do not like dogs. They are loud and jumpy, and I cannot tolerate that. No, I don't know. I'm not good around dogs. I tend to get really scared of dogs. I think it's just because they're loud and unpredictable, as opposed to cats, which just kind of sit there and chill. Yeah, I'm not a dog person. Even when I'm going on walks, sometimes if I see somebody walking their dog, I kind of try to go around it because I'm I don't want the dog to start barking at me, because sometimes that happens. So no, dogs in at least, okay, actually no, there's some dogs I've met that I liked. I had a teacher once who had a dog who was in training to be a therapy dog, and he was a very chill dog. He was he was a very chill dog, very soft, but very calm. You know how most dogs, when they're in a crowd, they just run around everywhere? But this dog, even as a puppy, he was surrounded by the entire high school choir, and he was just very chill. He just sat there and took the pets. Very good boy. Dog's big. No! No! This egg requires peace. Yes. I like the quiet. Please, I would like the quiet animal. I need to meet more well-behaved dogs. I don't know. Here's the thing, though. Everybody thinks their dog is well-behaved. And then you go and meet the dog, and the dog is, like, really loud and jumpy, and they're like, oh, he's nice. And I'm like, So, next thing that I do not like. Dark places. Despite being however old you think I am, I still sleep with a nightlight because I don't like being completely in the dark. Even sometimes if I'm in my house by myself and like a room is slightly too dim, like that's still scary. I'll still turn on lights there. I'm probably going to waste a lot of electricity, to be honest, but no, it's going to be worth it because then I'm not going to be in the dark. So yeah, I don't like dark places. I don't like being in the dark. It's another weirdly specific fear that I really should have gotten over by this age, but you know what? This is where we're at right now. Next, I don't like cleaning and organizing. This is more of a thing that I don't like because I'm bad at it. Like, I'm just not good at it. Everyone tries to give me advice about it, and then none of it works because they're all giving me advice that works for them, but it doesn't work for me. Every teacher is like, clean your desk, there's stuff falling out of it. And I'm like, you're right, but at least I know where stuff is, you know? Are you going to do horror streams? I don't like being scared. I'm scared of enough things, like by accident, that I'm not much into horror stuff, like in general. Like, I'm scared enough by accident that I don't really see the appeal of being scared on purpose. I like a lot of things that are like horror adjacent, but not a lot of things that are like actually horror. The dark is unsettling, especially if it's near a doorway or window. Yeah, no, I think for me it's like outdoor darkness. Well, I don't know, they're equally scary. Like, yeah, Eggy wants her stuff to be scrambled like her eggs. Here's the thing, it might be scrambled, but at least I know where things are. You know, never ask me to put anything in a drawer, because then that thing is like good as gone. I have no object permanence. I'm a baby. Like, if I put something away, it's gone forever. Just don't tell me to ever clean anything up. Next thing I dislike, arguing. This is similar to cleaning and organizing. I don't like doing it because I'm bad at it. Like, I'll be like, I think this, and somebody will be like, I disagree, and I'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, and then continue on with my day. So generally, I don't like arguing. Next thing I don't like, wasps. Self-explanatory. Does anybody on Earth like wasps? Like, I don't think there's a single person out here who enjoys wasps. I'm not afraid of bugs except for wasps. Like, even though, like, being stung by a wasp, I'm not allergic to them or anything. And it's not like the end of the world. But they look really scary. They're like really pointy and stuff. They're not even like, you know, bumblebees that are like soft. They're really pointy. I don't like them. And then last thing, most alcoholic drinks. I'm not against drinking like on principle. It's just the taste and the smell of most alcoholic drinks. I just can't get up. I just can't drink it. I've found a few kinds of wines that I like. But they're all like super light, fruity ones. And those are basically the only thing that I can like palate. I can't drink anything else. Once I tried to drink beer and I brought the can up to my mouth and then I immediately put it back down because I couldn't tolerate the smell. So yes, don't expect a lot of drinking streams. Considering like how low the levels of alcohol are in what I can drink, if I ever do a drinking stream, it's going to be incredibly inefficient and take forever. So, yeah. Next, talking about my favorite things. Because, once again, what is the point of a VTuber debut if I can't just talk about things I like for a long time? Yeah, so like ciders. Yeah, the kinds of wines I had. One was like a blueberry wine, I think, but it was like a really light blueberry wine. And then the other one I had was at Thanksgiving, actually. It was one my mom found. I don't remember the name of the brand. It was like a peach wine. The bottle had a picture of a guy on a bicycle on it. I don't remember the brand name though. It was like a French thing. It was a name in French. I don't know. It was in French and it was peaches and had a guy on a bike on the bottle and it was tasty. I liked it. If I ever remember the name, I have a picture of the bottle somewhere. If I remember the name, I'll let you know. So, things I like. Here are my favorite anime. So, my top anime of all time is Revolutionary Girl Utena. That is the best anime of all time. Ikuhara is the director, and he's done other stuff since then too. He's done Mawaru Penguin Drum, he's done Yurikuma Arashi, and he's done Sarazanmai. And those are all, like, also good, but, like, nothing for me has ever topped Utena. Like, one does not simply top Utena, ever. It is my favorite show. Taste, so waste, taste and waste. Yes, I have taste, I know. Utena, like, I have the Utena Figma. I don't have the money to buy that one really nice Utena figure that got released a few years back. Every single time, like back in the days when I went to conventions, every single time I'd see any Utena art being sold in the dealer's hall, I would buy it. Even if I didn't like the art style or if I didn't think it was well drawn. Oh wait, I'm not angry anymore. I would always buy Utena art. Just because so few people were actually making it. I don't know, I think it's one of those shows that it's definitely not for everybody, but I think everybody should at least give it a try, you know? Next thing I like. Rosa Versailles. Because once again, I think I secretly just enjoy one show, and then I just enjoy the different forms that the exact one show takes. Utena died of Figma. Who's Steve Jobs? But yes, Ikuhara, the only director. Yes. But yes, Rosa Versailles is an older show. I believe it's from 1979, and it's based on a manga that was written a few years earlier. It is incredibly aesthetic. And it's also one of those anime that is a lot more influential than you think, because once you watch it and you know what to look for, you're going to start seeing references to it everywhere. Oscar, my waifu. Yeah. Next, Onisama-e, which is by the same director as Rosa Versailles. And it's also based on a manga by the same mangaka as Rosa Versailles. So it's kind of that same art style. It's like very much like melodrama. Onisama-e is like a high school Yuri melodrama, but it's like a really well done one. And the art is very pretty, and the character designs are very pretty. And okay, hold on. I need to talk about this show a little more because it does something that I haven't seen any, or at least not many other animes do, is that because the characters in the show, the school that they go to doesn't require uniforms, which means that the characters have their own wardrobe. But like every character, like all the main characters have very consistent wardrobes. Like you can see them re-wearing the same pieces in some episodes, but in different ways. They each have their very own like distinct aesthetic. Like it's super cool. And I haven't seen a lot of other anime do this, and I get very excited about it. Like, you could just show me an outfit and not tell me who it is, and I would just be able to tell you which character it is. Like, that's how distinct their aesthetics are. Next one I like is it going to show up? Hello? Mob Psycho 100. I like the boy. He's a good boy. He's a nice boy, okay? Mob's a good boy. Yeah, I'm not a big shonen person because I'm going to make a terrible confession. I don't actually enjoy watching fight scenes that much. A lot of what happens when I watch shonen type anime or any kind of battle anime is that the characters will be fighting and it's big and flashy and I'm looking at it incredibly bored and I'm like, where's the plot? Can we go back to the part where they were talking about their emotions? Which Mob Psycho I think works better for me because it's kind of a mix of both. Like it has that good blend of like cool looking fights and also like characters talking about their emotions. Love that boy. Good boy. Excellent boy. Peak boy. Best boy. He is the only boy. Reagan is fine too, I guess. Mob is the good boy. He deserves everything. And then another thing I like is Madoka Magica. Yes. Where's the sauce? The sauce for what? Yeah, the sauce. Oh, okay, yeah, I see what you mean now. Yeah, where's the sauce? Where's the emotion? Tell me what he is feeling. Okay, Madoka Magica was actually the first ever anime that I watched from like start to finish. Which is definitely one way to get into anime, but yeah, I was obsessed with it for a while. I dressed as Homura one year for Halloween. Someday I will probably cosplay Madoka. It is, I mean, I feel like if you're here, you've probably seen it by now, I think. I don't think a single person here has not seen it or heard about it. Yes, I like it when the fights contribute to the plot and emotions. Yes, exactly. Which Madoka is your favorite? Madoka... I don't know. I like Madoka and Hamiru. I mean, I dressed as Hamiru, but that was mainly because I couldn't find a costume for Madoka in time. Yes. Madoka. And then I also like Review Starlight, which, I mean, I feel like is a given because it very much feels like a show that was, like, made by putting together all my Google search inquiries. Because, like, this is a show that has, like, Yuri, it has musical theater, it's a musical, actually, like, everything. Hold on, AutoMod just got you, hold on. Yeah, it's a musical, it's amazing. You got characters singing while fighting about their emotions. See, it's perfect. Eggy looks like Madoka. No, I don't want to become Madoka. I'm not Madoka. No, Madoka. Next. Slideshow? Only guy? Here we go. Here are my favorite games. Eggy looks like she's liable to get her head bitten off. No! No! Do not! I will not become Madoka. Can you imagine like a Madoka VTuber? Like they'd be like, oh yeah, I sold my soul to Cube in order to get this live 2D model. I sold my soul to Cube in order to get mad V-Roid talents. I sold my soul to Cubase to get a really powerful PC. Yes, I love Review Starlight too. Yeah, it's great. I mean, there was also a game for it. I couldn't really get into the game because I'm just not a big fan of like turn-based gacha, but the anime, still great. Games that I like, Ace Attorney. Ace Attorney. Ace Attorney. Eggy is the soul gem. No! Ace Attorney is probably the fastest I've ever cleared a game series. Like, I discovered it in like November one year, and then I had finished the entire mainline series by February. And then by the time the rest of spring had rolled around of that year, I had basically finished all the content that was available in English at the time. Like, this is the fastest that I have ever cleared a series. This has shaped my entire taste in games. I love Ace Attorney. I like the silly lawyers. They're good. Next, Danganronpa, which is the thing that people tell you to play as soon as you finish everything Ace Attorney. Danganronpa is another one that I think has really shaped my taste in games. Good. I think I like a lot of visual novel adjacent things. Like, I like a lot of stuff with a story to it, and I like a lot of stuff that's like mystery solving. So yes, I like Zero Escape and I, the Somnium Files, both by Kotaro Uchikoshi. I love your model, thank you. Hey Egg, when are you finished Daigakuten Saiben 2? Look, okay, I'm on like chapter 4. I'm so close to being done, okay? I get stuck, I play it on the bus, and then I get stuck, and then I remember that I don't have data, and I can't Google the answers. Ugh. See, I'm a bad lawyer. So yeah, Zero Escape and I, the Somnium Files. I like these games. I, the Somnium Files, I think I like it a little better just because the characters get to go outside. I feel like the cast of Somnium Files is a lot stronger than Zero Escape just because you actually get to spend time with them. I'm super hyped for the I, the Somnium Files sequel. I am absolutely getting the collector's edition for that because I do want that Aiba figure. Who is best boy? Out of Ace Attorney, Apollo Justice. Out of Danganronpa, I'm not gonna lie, most of the Danganronpa boys are kind of trash. Maybe, you know what? All my favorite Danganronpa characters are all girls. I'm an Ibuki liker. Googling answer to games. Look, okay, if you've been stuck on lawyering wrong for as long as I have, you would Google it too. Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley. So yes, I do like comfy games. These two are actually becoming my two favorites for streaming because they're games that I can just talk over if I want to. So yeah, they are nice and good. I want to get better at both of them because somehow I managed to be bad at them as well. Other games I like? Yes, The House in Fata Morgana. This is just a full-on visual novel. This one is possibly the best thing ever written, and I'm only exaggerating a little bit. I recommend everybody gives it a try. I recommend you go in blind. I'm not going to tell you what this game is about, because the trailers also don't tell you what this game is about, and it really is one of those things that you can't actually tell, like, this thing is impossible to advertise, because you can't actually tell people why it's good without just straight up spoiling the whole thing. If it means anything, I believe it still has a score of 100 on Metacritic. Everybody I've seen who dislikes this game either hasn't finished it yet or is actually just beyond saving and has terrible takes. Yes, Fata Morgana. Like, there are three kinds of people in this world. There are people who have not played Fata Morgana yet. There are people who started Fata Morgana and have not finished it yet. And there are people who have finished Fata Morgana and will never shut up about it ever again. Yes, I own a physical copy for the Switch. I am still playing through the prequel, and I still need to play Reincarnation as well. But yes. Also God Tier soundtrack. And also Professor Layton. This is another one that is like I played after playing Ace Attorney. Also God Tier soundtrack. Beautiful. Love it. Just top tier atmosphere too. Very, very calm. Very tea drinky. I feel fancy when I'm playing them. It feels like I'm playing like a storybook. Nice taste. Thank you. I also play a little bit, I dabble in rhythm games. I'm not good at any of them, but I enjoy playing them regardless. The ones I play the most are Bang Dream and Project Sekai. Project Sekai is actually, I've been playing on the Japanese server, but the English server I think is launching next month, I think? Very soon. Yes, I'm not good at either of these games, but I very much enjoy playing them. I've also dabbled in D4DJ, which is fun, but not as easy to pick up. And I've also played a little bit of Project Diva, but once again, I'm not actually that good at it. I don't think I would ever stream these just because I don't want to expose myself. Not in terms of like exposing personal information, but expose myself as somebody who's bad at rhythm games. Well, maybe I'm not bad. I mean, I think I'm above average. I just get so used to seeing people who can, like, full combo difficult songs that I'm like, yes, I'm garbage, I'm trash. Prosaka, you have my hand in marriage. Yes. Yes, I want to get back into Project Sekai, but I'm afraid I'll spend money. I don't know. Here's the thing with these games, too, is they're gacha, but I don't do the gacha. I don't think about the gacha. I literally just play it for the rhythm game parts. Like, I'll do a gacha every once in a while, but I don't know. The gacha for me is not the main draw. Fake gamer exposed to millions of viewers. Literally. I can't. I'm gonna expose myself as being a fake gamer who's bad at video games. Oh yeah, and if I didn't express how much of a fake gamer I am by now, the other thing I've been playing lately, more than anything else on this list, is Solitaire. Because I also have an Eggy part-time job to pay my Eggy tuition as an Eggy student. And that job requires a lot of waiting around. And because of that, I have taken to make it my new life's goal to become really good at Solitaire. Because it's a game that I can, like, if I get interrupted, it's not the end of the world. It's kind of a mindless game, but also not at all. I'm going to someday become the Solitaire queen. I am not going to stream Solitaire. It would not be interesting. How do you turn a rhythm game into gacha? By making your characters more powerful. Yeah, if Eggy ever plays Tears of Themis, it'd be from Mr. ACAC. Solitaire is hard. Yeah, you're right. Here's the thing. Only a certain percentage of Solitaire games are even solvable. And then from those, each game itself has like its own kind of degree of solvability. I recommend if you're having a hard time, switch to draw 1 instead of draw 3, because it's a lot harder to lose at draw 1. Draw 3 is a lot harder. Yes, the solitaire egg. So other things, moving on. Here, I like music. Now, the thing with my taste in music is that when I listen to music, I tend to have a playlist of 8 or so songs at a time, and I just listen to those until I completely burn out on them and then jump onto the next thing. So I will say my taste in music, it might be completely different by the time I finish this stream. But what I've been listening to lately has been lots of Vocaloid of all kinds. I wouldn't say I have a favorite producer, but Pinocchio P, I think, is the one that tends to have the most songs that I enjoy. I like Yorushka. I've been listening to a lot of Yorushka lately. What else? Yonezu Kenshi. I listened to him a lot last year, and even more so this year. I like to listen to Sekai no Owari. This one I actually listened to a lot back when I was first taking Japanese classes. And it was interesting because these were the songs I was listening to as I was progressing through the semester. So I started the semester barely being able to understand the lyrics at all. And then by the end of the semester, sometimes I would hear a line in a song and I'm like, whoa, I understand that. I know those words. I know those words. So, yes. Pinocchio P, good taste. Yes, I know you're based. Very good. Yes, I'm glad everybody here agrees with my good tastes. I also like musicals. I don't listen to a lot of musical soundtracks anymore, but, once in a while. I think I like singing musical theater more than I like actually, listening to it. But, yes, I do enjoy musicals. Game OSTs, does everybody... I think all the video games that I listed in my favorites, you can probably just, take the soundtracks from those and then just count that as part of my favorite music, because I listen to a lot of them. And anime openings, self-explanatory. Does anybody watch anime and not listen to the anime openings? Why would you do that? Yeah, Yonezu Kenshi is one of my favorites. Haven't listened to him in a long time. Here's the thing. Just got recommended from Abigail. Hello, welcome to Eggy debut. Yes, the thing with Yonezu Kenshi is that I'm kind of a fool because I did not realize that Hachi and Yonezu Kenshi were the same person until I saw someone on Twitter talking about examples of Vocaloid producers who have gone on to be successful in other parts of the music industry. And then they mention him and I'm like, wait a second. Because here's the thing. I listened to Hachi's songs and I listened to Yonezu Kenshi's songs. And I was completely unaware that they were two different people. So, yeah, it was from a Twitter thread that I found out they were the same person. And I felt like I was just looking at Hachi and he just takes off a Hatsune Miku wig and he's like, I'm Yonezu Kenshi. But once you know that, then I'm like, oh yeah, I guess these things do sound pretty similar. Okay, I also, wait, Eggy, what's your favorite Yorushka song? I think I'm very basic, and I like, だから僕は音楽を止めた. And there was a new one that they just came out with, that was Tsuki ni Hoeru. That one I really like. It doesn't sound like anything else they've done, but I like it a lot. But yes, no, I think I have very basic tastes in Yorushka. So for K-pop, I used to listen to K-pop a lot more back in the days of my youth. I used to listen to it a lot. I think the thing is that when I was listening to K-pop, it was right in the wake of Gangnam Style, right? So Gangnam Style, that was it came out, right? And then it went super viral on YouTube. And then in a few years after that, everybody was trying to become the next Gangnam Style. So you had a lot of Korean music acts that were just putting out the absolute wildest stuff they could think of, just in an effort to go viral, and, to varying degrees of success. Some of it has aged very poorly, and some of it was really cool, because, yeah, everyone was basically just throwing every cool idea that they had at the wall to see what sticks. So, A lot of stuff from that era I like. I haven't really kept up with new K-pop. I've tried listening to a bit or twice. I'm glad BTS are popular. They're not really my thing, but I'm glad they're popular. I mean, I don't know what an NCT is, and at this point I'm too scared to ask. I don't know who any of the new K-pop cool people are. Everybody I follow nowadays, because all my favorite groups disbanded. Like, all the people I used to listen to disbanded. So the people that I do follow, because they're still together, IU, who is a solo artist and therefore can't disband. She's a singer and also the most beautiful person on earth. Every time I have to think about whether a person is beautiful, I am, like, implicitly comparing them to IU. Like, the closer you look to IU, the prettier you are to me. This is a fact. Like, this, like, you look at IU, it's like, this is the standard. This is who I'm comparing everybody against. And she's also really good at singing. That's it. When it comes to singing as well, this is the standard. This is what I'm comparing everybody against. And then Akdong Musician are a brother-sister duo. He writes songs and she sings them, and they got really popular from like a televised talent show when they were like teenagers. And yeah, it's been cool to see like how their music has grown up with them. Yeah, that's also how I feel about NCT. All I know is Mark Lee, Toronto Man's memes. Yeah, again, I don't know anything about NCT aside from, I think they're under SM Entertainment. That's all I know. And at this point, I'm too scared to ask. I don't know anything else. Yes, she's literally the blueprint. Yes, IU, my queen of everything. Here we go, next. Foods. I like foods. Foods are good. Foods are nice and good. Foods are tasty. What foods do I like? Eggs. Eggs are good. Fried eggs are the best. Fried eggs, good. Other forms of eggs, less good but still good. Eggs with runny middles, top tier. Someday I'll make a tier list of eggs. Runny middles better. Next, sushi. I like sushi, like any good weebs. Like any good weeb, I like sushi. Everybody has to like sushi if you're a weeb. Like that's in the contract. I like bubble tea. I like to go to bubble tea places and order new things. Every time I go to get boba, I try to avoid ever getting the same thing twice in a row. Because, yeah, why would I do that? I always try to order new things. Eating egg, don't think about it too hard. I never said I was an egg. I'm an egg girl, okay? It's like an E-girl, but with an extra G. I'm an egg girl. Opinion on egg white omelets? Never tried one, but I'm also probably not much of an omelet stan to begin with. Cannibalism. It's not cannibalism. You're thinking too hard. Turn off your brain for a second here. Just turn it off. No thinking. Thinking in my stream? Bad. How dare you think? Next, I like the bread. I cannot live without the bread. I like the pastries. I like all sorts of breads. I like croissants. I like baguettes. I like even like plain Wonder Bread has kind of its own appeal. I like the dessert breads that you sometimes get from Asian bakeries. Yes, the E in E-girl stands for egg, and the G in E-girl also stands for egg. Yeah, no, I like the bread. I mean, I also like other pastries. I've been getting into donuts lately. I want to try like fancy donuts. Random snacks from the Asian market. Every time I go to an Asian market, I make it my quest to go into the snack aisle and just get like a bunch of new stuff. Like, just a bunch of snacks. Bonus points if I've never tried it before. Extra bonus points if I'm not 100% sure how it's going to taste. I've found a lot of cool stuff like this, actually. Like, I found a lot of cool candies, a bunch of like interesting things. I recommend going to the Asian market and trying new things. I'm pretty adventurous with food, though. Like, I'm not awfully picky. There aren't a lot of things that I will never eat, aside from, like, I don't know, maybe beets, I guess. I'm not a fan of beets. But yeah, no. Gonna eat some Tim Biebs. Oh, don't. What is that ad campaign? 2011 called. It wants its ideas back. Next. anything rose flavored. Lavender flavored too. I just like the aesthetic of eating just eating flowers. I feel very fancy. I am like a being of the forest, and I'm just munching on the rose petals. It's good. It's great. Now, here are a bunch of other things I like that I couldn't fit into any of these categories, so I just put them here. So, first thing I like, The Good Place. I don't I don't watch a lot of things these days that aren't animated, but this is one thing that I watched on Netflix and I liked it. I think it's good. Next, Into the Woods. I don't know, maybe I'll do a rewatch. Maybe I'll do a watch along for The Good Place. Would you guys be interested in that? I don't know. I just have to get people to not spoil anything in the chat by accident. Have you ever visited flower shop for a quick snack? Here's the thing, I know some flowers are edible. I just don't know which ones. I know rose petals are edible. I think some parts of dandelions are edible. But I'm not gonna test those theories. Yeah, it's such a good show. Yeah, it's good. It's a solid put together show. Into the Woods is my favorite musical. I mentioned before that I like musicals. This one's my favorite. It is also objectively very difficult to sing because Stephen Sondheim doesn't know what a cue is. Every single time you have to come in and start singing, it's they give you the cue after you're supposed to start. So it's if you're hearing this, it's too late. Good luck. You should just know when to come in. Let Me Snick It. Both the books and the Netflix series, but not the 2004 movie. I'm not a fan of the 2004 movie. I read the books as a kid, and I go back and reread them as an adult. I don't read many books anymore, but I will still go back and reread those. Because even as a kid, I'm this is not like anything else I've ever read. Just the style. It has style. I really did like the Netflix series, though. I know some people weren't too big on it, but I think it adapted it well. Because I think, here's the thing. The 2004 movie, there was a bunch of stuff they messed up, what with trying to adapt only the first 3 books. But I think their big problem was just that Jim Carrey as Olaf just isn't very scary. I think they kind of forgot that, Olaf is, he's supposed to be intimidating. He can be funny, he can be comedic, but he's still supposed to be a villain. And I feel like Neil Patrick Harris remembered that more than Jim Carrey did. Neil Patrick Harris Olaf is a lot more scary to me than Jim Carrey Olaf. And I think that's what made it a lot better. Also, another thing I cannot live without is very long video essays, bonus points if it's about media that I will probably never consume. The longer the better, and the less likely I am to actually ever consume that media, the better. Some of my favorites, I think, are the H-Bomber guy video essay on Pathologic. I will probably never play Pathologic. Great video. I still go back and rewatch it every once in a while. I also really like the Tim Rogers Tokimeki Memorial video essay, which is the epitome of the longer the better, because that video, when I saw the timestamp on it, I raised my arms in a sign of victory because that video is over 6 hours long. And it's amazing. It's worth it is not padding itself. It is worth every single one of those 6 hours. But it is 6 hours long. But yeah, no, I put them on in the background while I'm doing things. I know I can just listen to podcasts, and I do sometimes, but sometimes video essays just hit different. Yeah. So, next, I think, now that I'm done talking about all the things that I like, Summoning Soul is releasing a video today. Oh, I'll have to look into this. I'm gonna look into it. You know what? I feel like I've probably watched something from that channel and I just didn't realize it. I just forgot the name. Because sometimes I'll watch a video from a channel and I'm wow, that was really well put together. And then I forget to subscribe and then I forget what the channel is called. There was a really good one that I had watched earlier this year about the designs of Xenoblade characters, and it was really good, but I cannot for the life of me remember the name of the channel, and I will probably never find this video essay again because I just can't remember. I watched it once and I'm really good. Wait, what's the 6 hour video? Tim Rogers Tokimeki Memorial video. Tim Rogers' videos are really interesting because they sound, like the way he speaks, they sound like I'm hearing like spoken word poetry that just also happens to be about a video game. But no, the funny thing is that that's not even his longest video. His most recent one about Cyberpunk 2077 was so long that YouTube would literally not process it and he had to release it in several parts. And it's almost a total of like easily over 8 hours of content. Yeah, no, so... Yeah, Summoning Cell is History of Speedrunning. Yeah, oh, I don't know if I've seen that one yet. I'll check it out after. I'll look it up after. So, as for things, goals of things I want to do as a VTuber. Whoop, okay. First thing, be a nice egg in this trying time. I mean, that's the name of the channel. That's the main mission here. I will be a nice egg in this trying time. I hope I'm succeeding so far. Next thing, release song covers and maybe original songs someday. I'd like to, like, obviously song covers are a given. I've released one. It wasn't very good. I'm still in the process kind of figuring out how to work with audio because audio is hard. Why can't I just plug in the pretty mic and have it do the nice sound? Like, yeah, so the first song cover I did, it had some issues with the mixing, but they weren't the fault of me or Ezra, who also helped with the mixing. They were mostly my fault because the recording was like bad because I messed up something when I was recording it. So yeah, I'd really like to get better at it though. Spare egg in these trying times. Yes. So yeah, I'd like to do more song covers. I have like a whole playlist of songs that's just like possible future covers. Some of them are duets, so I need to wait for people to be available. But yeah, I think I just need to learn how to figure out how to get audio to work so that, you know, the masters are good before they even start getting mixed. Original songs, I don't know, man. I'm not good at songwriting. I'm good at singing, but I'm not good at songwriting. Like, here's the thing with songwriting. Like, my first language is English, right? But all the music that I listen to is in other languages. Like, it's in, like, French. Well, maybe not French, but, like, it'll be in, like, Japanese or Korean. So I feel like I've gotten so used to hearing music in languages that I don't understand 100% that listening to lyrics in English sounds weird. Like, it sounds wrong. Which means that whenever I try to write songs myself, nothing ever sounds right because... And it probably has nothing to do with the quality of my lyrics. It's just like, nothing will sound, everything sounds cringe in English, okay? Stuff sounds nice in Japanese, it sounds cringe in English. English, cringe language. Congrats on the debut, Eggy. Thank you, Uzaka. But yeah, I love your original songs and covers. I've tried writing songs before, and you don't get to hear them, because I probably don't remember how to sing them. But yeah, no, I guess I could try writing lyrics in Japanese, but like, I don't know, man. Here's the other thing. When everything you listen to is depressing Vocaloid, all my songs would sound like depressing Vocaloid. So I'm gonna need somebody who like can correct my Japanese and make sure it's grammatically correct, but also have absolutely no judgment about the lyrics. And I don't think I know anybody like that. Treat it as if you're writing English lyrics for a Japanese original song. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's one approach. Next, this one's a bit unique, and I probably would need help with it, but I would like to make an Utau voice bank of my own voice. Because I know I have played around a little bit with, not necessarily Vocaloid, but like other voice synth programs before. So if you're not aware, Utau is to Vocaloid what like GIMP is to Photoshop. Like, it's like a free program that's objectively worse in a lot of ways, but kind of gets the same thing done. But one thing you can do in Utau that you can't really do in Vocaloid is make your own voice banks. So I would like to make a voice bank with my own voice. I have tried to do it before. Probably wasn't very good. I think the thing is that I know how to make an Utau voice bank in the same way that like somebody who owns a cookbook knows how to make a cake. Like, I can follow a set of instructions, and what I will end up with will technically be able to be described as an Utau voice bank. But like, I'd like to have some degree of quality to it, you know? So I probably would need to enlist somebody else to help me with it, somebody who's more experienced with Utau, but it's something I'd really like to do. I think I've angered the GNU stands in the chat. Sorry, it's so hard to use. It's like the interface is not user-friendly at all, and half the time I can't figure out how to do half the things I want to do. Maybe it's good and I'm just dumb. I used it for a long time, and then now I just use like paint.net or whatever happens to be online, just because it's faster. But yes, utao is to sing in Japanese. Yes, that's why it's called utao. Yeah. Next, I'd like to stream as often as I can. As I mentioned, I am an Eggy student, so I might not be able to always stream super consistently, but I'm going to do my best. I want to try for at least like 2 streams a week, and then maybe in times like, in the summer and stuff when I'm more free, I'm going to try for more. So, but I think 2 streams is a good standard to try. Ironically, utao was so hard to use, I just decided to learn how to sing instead. Working backwards there. No, I mean, I don't know. Here's the thing. Vocaloid is interesting, and voice synth in general is interesting to me because it's like trying to reverse engineer singing, Like, if you tell somebody, like if you have a singer in a recording studio and you give them a song and you're like, okay, sing it as if you're angry. They'll kind of know what to do instinctively, right? Like, they're probably not going to think of it. But if you are tuning a Vocaloid and you're like, okay, I want Miku to sound angry, you have to consciously think of like, okay, well, what does angry sound like? Like, what do we sound like when we're angry as opposed to when we're happy or relaxed or sad? Like, I think it's interesting because, you're like reverse engineering emotional singing. Next. Have a nice and good time. Nice and good. I mean, I guess that's kind of the same thing as the first goal, but you know what? I'm gonna have a nice and good time doing it. And, I want to finish school eventually. I don't want to be stuck in school forever. I want to graduate at some point. Like, yeah. I'm getting tired of school. I've been at this for such a long time. NT moment. Yeah, I mean, I've heard very mixed things about the new Miku NT voice bank. Personally, I stan Synthesizer V, and I will eventually pay for Anri. Yeah, I think, that being said, I have heard good things about the new Teto voice bank for utao, so I'm like, maybe I'll try that. Already planning graduation. Don't be sad about it. Do you want me to be in school forever? I don't want to be in school forever. Are you going to make me do like a master's degree and a PhD just to keep me here? To trap me here forever? Huh. Yeah. I want to graduate at some point, I want to finish school. I want to head into the workforce with a degree. So, here are some things that I will do on stream that you can expect to see from me on stream. Anri stands, let's go! Woo! I know! I heard the demo for her, because, here's the thing. The other... Synthesizer V is, another program for voice synthesizing, similar to Vocaloid or utao. And it has about 2, out of the 3 of them, 2 of them haven't been released yet. But they had one English voice bank called Eleanor Forte, and she was kind of mixed. She was decent, but she had a very text-to-speech kind of vibe about her. Then they came out with 2 more. There's 2 more in development. One of them I think is Solaris or Solari or something. She sounds fine. But no, I heard the demo for Anri and I'm like, yo, that is such a jump in quality. Oh my god, that's the best, possibly the best English voice synth I've ever heard. Because English is a god-awful language to actually try and do voice synth in. Because in Japanese, it goes by syllables, right? But there's a lot of consistency between how those syllables are pronounced. It's not like in English, where 2 words can be spelled the same but read completely different. There's a lot less consistency in English, which makes it just an absolute trash garbage language to try to do vocal synth for. Synth-V is so delicious, I'm literally in shock. I know, we stan Synth-V. Also, like, it has a free version, which Vocaloid could never. Yes, funny little animal girl, stay in my computer. I'm trapped here forever. Just, English is awful in general. As I said before, English, cringe language. So, things that I will do. Games. I will mainly play comfy games because that's what I'm good at, but sometimes I'll play others. So far, I've done a lot of I did some Zero Escape. I've done a lot of Stardew Valley, a lot of Animal Crossing, a lot of comfy games. I like things that are soft and comfy because I'm not actually very good at video games, and I can't let anybody actually know that. I will do singing. So I do karaoke, I do covers. I'm thinking of maybe dabbling in doing like voice synth tuning streams, but I don't know how to make that interesting. I would need to see if I need to like watch somebody else try that just before I try it, because I don't know how to make it interesting. It's more or less just listening to the same notes over and over and like meticulously bending the pitch bend bar. Like, I don't know how to make that interesting, but it could be cool. I want to do more voice synth stuff. But yeah, I also want to release my own covers. Knitting, I do knitting streams. They're actually just Zatsudans in disguise, but you can watch me knit things. Maybe I'll do like a knitting lesson sometime if I can figure out how to teach people. Maybe I can give it a try. Okay, so as for tags, I currently only have one tag because I do not think I'm that important, and I don't think I need more than one tag. So my art tag for fan art is Marie de l'Art. You may use it to draw and post pictures and keep them all in one place. This is my art tag. Please use it. I believe there's only one picture. I know other people have drawn me, and thank you. Thank you to everyone who's drawn me so far. I believe only my mama, I think Colette Mama, had posted a drawing of me earlier today. And she used the art tag, but I think she is the only one who has. So yes, by all means, please use the art tag on Twitter and on any other social media sites you may want to use. Next, fan name. I've kind of spoiled it for you by putting you in this flower pot and then accidentally calling you by this name before I was supposed to reveal it. So, whoops. Okay, so you are eggplants. So you live in my flower pot. And I am your gardener. Eggplants. So, hold on. Let me switch back here so I can show you your full potential. Because you may have noticed, when somebody follows, then a little sprout comes up here because they sprouted. And when somebody subscribes, then a little flower comes up because they have bloomed. So, yes, you're in the flower pot. So, you live here, and I speak to you here. And I also have a watering can. So I believe, I don't know if I've launched it yet, but there is a redeem. Bonk the eggplants. You want me to bonk you? Fine. I'm getting bonked. So let me just grab the bonker from under the table. Grab it. Get the bonker. You're gonna get bonked, since apparently that's what you want. You know, I was gonna give you some nice water. I was gonna water the eggplants. But no, apparently this is what you truly wanted. The entire time. Bonk, bonk. Yes, give us water. Yes, I can give you water. You can redeem it. This will be kind of a mutual hydrate redeem. Because I don't like doing hydrate redeems, but I think if I water the eggplants, we will all be hydrated together. So yes. I believe, I don't know if I've launched that redeem yet, so get watered by this lovely watering can. That's what the watering can emote is for. Oh yeah, by the way, I don't know if I ever showed you my room, because this room is very nice. I have my nice and good watering can. I have this nice and good table. I have the flower pot, but I do have a few more things to show. I have... Over here, I have, well, actually over here, I have my windows of my nice and good egg curtains. I can see the sky, and sometimes at night I can see the moon and the stars. It's nice and good. I like having a lot of daylight. And then Nagasemo thirsty flower. You know what? I knew somebody was going to make that joke. Thank you for sprouting. I knew somebody was going to make that joke the moment that I set this whole thing up. I just knew that was going to happen. How dare you? Maybe this is why you're getting bonked. This is why you're getting bonked. Okay? And then on this side, I have shelves. I have lots of shelves. Now these shelves are currently empty, but I'm hoping if I can get some things to fill them up, either decorations or gifts, I can fill them up. And hopefully they will soon become very full. Yes, seeing those watering cans. So yes, I believe that brings us, how long has it been? I believe that brings us to the end of the introduction, but fret not. Oh boy, this has taken longer than I expected, because I have a karaoke portion, a brief karaoke portion. So first, I'm just going to take a little break. I am going to get some water, and I'm going to set some things up. So if you just give me a moment, I will come back and sing for you just a little more. Appreciating my wigglies. I plan to, I have the GIF on my computer, and I totally plan to get a wiggly. As soon as Twitch will give me animated emotes, I'm getting a wiggly. So, we are back, and I'm ready to sing. I'm going to put the flower pot, or I'm going to put the watering can aside. Yes, so now we come to a brief karaoke. I only have a few songs planned, but I think they will be nice and good. So, the first song, I wanted to try to pick songs that would kind of show off my range, I suppose. But I also didn't want to put too much pressure on myself, so I picked songs that I already know pretty well. Hey Egg, hey Kudo. Hi, you missed most of the introduction part, but you didn't miss the karaoke that's about to happen. So, the first song I'm going to sing is from Phantom of the Opera, which is another musical that I generally enjoy. So this is Think of Me. And I need to make sure that this is off and this is on. Think of me fondly when we've said goodbye. Remember me once in a while, please promise me you'll try. When you find that once again you long to take your heart back and be free, if you ever find a moment, spare a thought for me. We never said our love was evergreen Think of me waking silent and resigned. Imagine me trying to put you from my mind. Recall those. Oh no! I tried to. Trying to put you from my mind. Recall those days, look back on all those times. Think of the things we'll never do. There will never be a day when I won't think of you. No, and that's a growl part. You like, gotta to be Christine. Long ago, it seems so long ago, how young and innocent we were. She may not remember me, but I remember. Flowers fade, the fruits of summer fade, they have the season, so do we. But please promise me that sometime you will. Oh no, that run at the end. That run at the end gets me every time, because every single production has like a slightly different version of that run, and every single instrumental for this has a slightly different, like it gives you just a slightly different amount of time, and I never get used to it. I think there's another clip of me as a baby somewhere on this channel where I tried to do it. Oh no, too powerful with the mic. Was I peaking? I was peaking, wasn't I? Oh no, I was peaking. Patchy, patchy, patchy. Thank you for the patchies. I'm gonna drink some water. This happens every time. I'm just too powerful for my mic. I try to stand far away, it still peaks. I try to sing a little quieter, it still peaks. It still peaks. It peaks every time. Evidently, I am too powerful for anything smaller than like a full-on cathedral. So, next, now for something completely different. Here is something that I was actually more nervous about doing than I was about singing. So I can play ukulele. Now, the thing with playing ukulele is that, honestly, I get a lot more nervous when playing ukulele while singing. Because I'm good at singing. I'm bad at multitasking. And that's the thing. When I play ukulele, my vocal technique just goes out the window. And I almost considered cutting this one just because I'm like so nervous about playing ukulele again, but this is a fairly easy song, so I can't possibly mess it up, right? So this is called Kaze ni Naru. It's from a Ghibli movie called The Cat Returns. 忘れていた目を閉じて取り戻せ恋の歌青空に隠れている手を伸ばしてもう一度忘れないですぐそばに僕がいるいつの日も星空を眺めている一人きりの夜明けもたった一つの心悲しみにくれないで君のため息なんて春風に変えてやる日の当たる坂道を自転車で駆け上る君となくした思い出乗せてゆくよラララララ 口ずさむ唇を染めてゆく君と見つけた幸せ花のように忘れていた窓開けて走り出せ恋の歌青空に託している手をかざしてもう一度忘れないよすぐそばに君がいるいつの日も星空に輝いてる涙揺れゆる明日もたった一つの言葉この胸に抱きしめて君のため僕は今春風に吹かれてる日の当たる坂道を自転車で駆け上る君と誓った約束乗せてゆくよラララララ口ずさむ唇を染めてゆく君と出会えた幸せ祈るように日の当たる坂道を自転車で駆け上る君と誓った約束乗せてゆくよラララララ口ずさむ唇を染めてゆく君と出会えた幸せ祈るように君と出会えた幸せ祈るように Oh man, I wanted to do more like finger picking stuff, but like I have a lot of trouble doing that while singing because I wanted to be like 日の当たる坂道を自転車で駆け上る because I wanted to show off, but like I didn't want to fly too close to the sun with that there because I knew if I finger pick, like it's gonna mess up a lot worse. Eggy, oh my god, your model's so cool. Hello, fellow egg. Thank you. Welcome to my debut. Patchy, patchy, patchy. This song is so nostalgic. I don't know. I remember learning it in high school. I'd never even seen the movie then. I learned it in high school because my friend had like played it for me once. And then I watched the movie like several years later. And I'm like, hey, I know that song. But no, sometimes I can finger pick. I don't remember how much, but sometimes I can just be like, wait, nose. Ah, no. I forget. I used to be able to play the whole song for that, but like I forgot. Beautiful singing, Eggy. Thank you. This one was the one I was most nervous about, to be honest. Despite the fact that it's like, what's this one called? It's called Kaze ni Naru. It's the credits music from The Cat Returns. Unless you're talking about the one that I was like playing on just the ukulele just now. That one is The Sunny Side of the Street. But I used to be able to like play it from memory on ukulele. Like I learned it once and I played it, and now I forget. I forget most of it. I used to have the muscle memory. The muscle memory's gone. Oh man, I forgot to pull out the ukulele on screen. I mean, you all knew I was playing ukulele, but like, oh man, I loaded this thing. I loaded it in everything, and I just forgot. Okay, next song. I'm gonna try to sing one in Korean. Now, my Korean's not great, but I wanted to have, you know, something K-pop in here. So this one is called Chanty, and it's by Akmu, or Akdong Musician, who I had mentioned in my favorites before. Enjoy. Give me a moment to load things up. 귓가에 넘치는 바람 눈을 감고 느낀다 난 자리에 가만히 앉아 항해 자유하는 법을 알아 내 노래 외로움을 던지는 노래 메꿔게 파도를 넘어야 I'm experiencing incredible amounts of comfy and bliss. Thank you. Okay, so you're about to get some absolute whiplash because the next song I'm going to do is the exact opposite of whatever I just sang just now. This one will also be my last song before I get to the thank yous because I decided to do this like, you know, as if I was on YouTube because I didn't want to keep getting interrupted during the debut, right? So I was going to go through and thank everybody, but that might take longer than planned. So one more song before we go. This one, I've been told, is one everybody likes, and I'll probably do a proper cover it eventually. But hold on. Water first. Yeah, hydrated. Do you know O Fortuna? I'm aware of it. I don't know it off the top of my head. I will probably ask eventually for song suggestions. I know I have a few people, because I know I have like a song suggestion redeem, which somebody has redeemed. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten it. I will get to it eventually. I'm just trying to find a good instrumental for it. I believe it was Nanora. Somebody had requested Libera Me from Hell, like from Gurren Lagann. And I'm just trying to find a version that has just the rapping and no opera, so I can sing along with the opera. Alternatively, I have found just straight up instrumental versions, so if anybody happens to know the rap part and wants to like pre-record it for me or something, that would be great. But yes, last song. This is a crowd pleaser. I'm not going to tell you what it is. It's also very loud, oh god.行く前に幽閉じゃりこに投げられ幽閉ストップしてないし勘弁にしといてなんて残念人様願うかけらのように誰もが願う無機質なような一足先が始めたいような先が見えないバージョンハッピーショーバッバッバッなのあなたにお願い一つ愛も変わらずおまけに我々なのあなたにお願い一つ張り詰めた想い込めるサイドサイドあなたして照れかさいでるサイドサイドあなたして You are king You are king Oh, I should have changed to the angry face, but it's too late now. 무적이 네 약속을 기다려 다른けなげに笑うイザイザの消える無様に死ねる苦いももなくなってラララブラタタ嫌い嫌いのさいで泣いてたまだあなたにお願い一つ愛も変わらずピカブのウォーニングウォーニングなのあなたにお願い一つ張り詰めた想い込めるサイドサイドあなたして邪魔がされるサイドサイドあなたして You are king You are king You are king You need to sing an octave lower to make the high notes easier. Here's the problem. I'm a soprano, you know. So having low notes is actually harder for me. Like, I think the thing with low notes is people aren't aware of what bad low notes sound like. Like, people know what bad high notes sound like. Nobody knows what bad low notes sound like. But no, my low notes are bad. There's a point where that stops sounding like music. Yes, thank you. So, before you go, I'm going to have to read through all of these follows as if just pretend this is a super chat reading, okay? So, thank you, Kuromi Mio, for the follow. Thank you, Vogon Poetry, 42, for the follow. Thank you, Yamano Bed, for the follow. Thank you, Blue Star Ubu, for the follow. Thank you, Daishima VT, for the follow. Thank you, Just Nico Atlas, for the follow. Thank you, Abstract Goose, for the follow. Aranzire Aria, for the follow. Mishi, for the follow. Loon Apple X Berry, for the follow. Ibero Corporis, for the follow. Haley, for the follow. iManst32, for the follow. Mr. Ace Art, for the follow. City Potions, for the follow. Sarkon89, for the follow. Rusty Shackleford FC, for the follow. Lingri Ankari, for the follow. Thank you to Academy Impossible for the raid. Oh, okay. Well, now you're here now. I guess thanks to Meron Pan for the follow. I was going to read this in order, but I didn't feel like scrolling all the way back up. Thank you to Encoded Coal for the follow. Thank you to Ice Royale for the follow. Thank you to French Toast for the follow. Thank you to Toma Tengu for the follow. Thank you to Ice Royale for the big raid. Thank you, and thank you for everybody who started up the hype train. You fueled it. Thank you to, I have no idea how that's pronounced, QXWTY for the follow. Thank you to Edinburgh83 for gifting a 1-month sub to Tyler RVG. Thank you to Rusty Shackleford FC for gifting a 1-month tier 1 sub to Akashi VT. Thank you to Swirl Drop for gifting a 1-month. You know what? I'm going to stop saying the tiers because this is going to get tiresome. 1-month sub to Elliot Ambers. Thank you to Elliot Ambers for the 5 gift subs. Thank you to Viperblade 420 for the follow. Thank you to Edinburgh83 for the tier 1 sub to Boojangles. Thank you to Rusty Shackleford FC for the 10 gift subs. Didn't I already read you out? Oh, wait, no, that was a different thing. Okay. Thank you to Maro Karan for the follow. Thank you for Swirl Drop for resubscribing. Thank you to Toru Channel for the follow. Thank you to Professor Bloom for the 10 gift subs. There was another hype train there. Okay. Thank you to Anonymous for gifting 1 month to Golden Kenji. Thank you to Attenborough again for gifting 1 month to Nanoda. Thank you to Prince Reinhardt for the follow. Thank you to Hotaro for the resubscribing. And thank you to Egg Priority, which is technically you followed before the stream started, but that name, I just had to read it out because I'm an egg and that was my new priority. Yeah, I don't know what kind of singer I am. Definitely not soprano says I don't like high notes. Yeah, you might be a baritone or a bass if you're better with low notes. So yes, thank you. Big thank you to everyone who came. This has been great. I had no idea how this would go. I felt perpetually unprepared, but I feel like the longer I wait, the less prepared I feel, you know? I didn't want to overthink it. I wanted it to be a relaxed affair. So yes, thank you so much to everybody for coming. This has been amazing. This has also been about just over 2 hours. How on earth did the Niji Sanji girls do this in half an hour? My God, they are efficient. So I think what I am going to do, I'm not going to do a raid right now. What I'm going to do right now, what time is it? It is 9:36 in Eggy Standard Time. I think I'm going to... No thinking aloud there, Eggy. Oh, you got me. You caught me in the act of thinking. How will I ever live this down? Mid-range. I don't know what that's called. That could... if assuming you are a man, that would either be baritone or tenor. Tenor is higher. Tenor is higher for guys. Baritone is kind of the middle, and then bass is lower. So right now it's 9:36 in Eggy Standard Time. So I'm going to say, I'm going to leave it here. And I think we're going to meet back here in about half an hour, maybe just a little past 10, and we can have a little... Ah! Hello, Nelson. Hello, thank you to Power Nelson for the raid. I was actually just about to end off, and I'm afraid that this might be where your raid train will end, because I was about to finish and leave for about half an hour, take a little break, and then come back and play a bit of Jackbox with you guys. Does that sound good? Yes, welcome raiders. Oh, and thank you Power Nelson for the follow. Yes, welcome everybody. It's a shame you caught me just as I was about to leave. Yes, I don't want to raid anybody because I'm going to be back really soon. So, yes, gotta go now, but we're done. I still have a lot of homework. Yes, have a nice and good evening. So yes, I'm going to finish off the stream, and then I'm going to come back in about half an hour, and then we're going to play Jackbox. Thank you, Valence the Voyager, for the follow. So, how does Jackbox sound? Would that be good? Because yes, I have some other things I need to do. I need to do a little bit of cleanup. I need to rest my voice for a moment, and then we'll be back. So, please enjoy a nice and good break, and I will see you very soon. Goodbye.